Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yes Have Some podcast. Returning to the show, Logan Kim. Do I?
Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
One of our favorite guests. Not many guests make returning, appearances. I don't know if that's what that says about us or what
we
it
need
says
to do
about
better.
them. Logan, welcome back, dude.
It's good to be back. Yeah, I'm just that special though. That's why I'm back. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Logan, you are special. You're the first person in the Ghostbusters world to ever take us mildly seriously.
Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, I was organizing some stuff recently. We haven't actually had you on the episode or the podcast. It's been 3 years since we did that. Yeah, it's wild.
It hasn't felt that long. Man.
No, I know.
I mean, it must be like a year. Or when did we bring you the proton pack? Like that feels like that was
2 years ago.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Yeah,
you're right. I know there was one time when I was going to see you guys, but I think that day I was just like so dead. I don't know what happened.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually. Well, we'll get into it. We'll that'll be the whole episode. Let's break down all the times we've crossed paths, and that'll be enough. For
That's
everybody.
great. No, it's good.
Jacob, Abigail, how are you guys doing? You guys good? We haven't really talked today, so I just want to check if he's good.
I'm pretty great. Yeah, good day.
Cool. Logan, this is where we should start. Did you know? So when we did all the stuff with you in England, we came over for Frozen Empire for a couple days. We filmed at Raise a Call, did all that fun stuff. Did you see us lurking around the set when you guys did the reshoots in Atlanta? Because I felt like we were a little bit more stealth.
I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah.
Super stealth.
I think we didn't talk to you at all that day, and I remember we watched what scene was it? We watched with you and Dan.
Yeah, it's where you're on the stairs.
James, where you're hanging out at the stairs, and they're all
Yeah.
We got to watch that.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'm trying to think to make sure it's the right stair scene. Were we in the basement?
In the basement,
The basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Yeah. So that was really cool. But yeah, I guess let's just go back. So like I think one thing that's really interesting to me is like filling out that time period leading up to Frozen Empire. So and I kind of listen, everybody knows you're in the Ghostbusters movies and you're incredible. Like we said it like Thank you as podcast kind of stole the show again. It was just unbelievable. So thank you for all the comedy and all the laughs. But do you you're a young actor, you're reprising a role for the first time. Was it fun for you to dive back into the character and kind of figure out what is podcast going to be like 3 or 4 years removed from Afterlife? What's that process look like?
Yeah. So, how he was originally written was very kind of like it was in the first film and very playful. But I also thought it has been a few years, so I think he should kind of grow into his own a little bit and have different ways of expressing himself. And so when the time came to actually do some scenes or whatever, of course there were revisions, and I think he was written into a way that fit more of a 15-year-old or 16-year-old at the time. And so going into the role, I was actually more scared of remembering how to play podcasts than anything. So I made sure to go back and watch the movies and kind of just get back in the character because it had been so long since I played him. Even now, if I were to do another movie, I would totally have to watch the first and second movies to even know how to play them again. It's just kind of, my transitioning into other things, it just messes with the flow.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you guys filmed Afterlife, you were a small child.
Yeah, I was a toddler. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're a full
about to graduate.
Yeah, you're about to graduate high school.
Almost
so it's
18, man. Almost there.
That's crazy. I gotta ask you about your Spotify Wrapped too. We gotta talk about Megadeth. I was really impressed with that, but we'll get there. So you're reprising the role, and that's interesting. So the script comes in, and you're just like marking it up and sending it back to Jason and Gil and saying, "This isn't going to work for me."
You're making notes.
Okay, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure somebody will see this at some point, and I don't know if I can say it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the movie's done.
Say whatever you want.
There was one scene where I think, okay, so you know how Dan, I'm on the back of Dan's motorcycle and we're rolling up to the library.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We get off. We talk about the lions at the New York Library.
Yeah.
We talk about patience and fortitude.
Mhm.
And then I slap my knee and I say slay. And I'm like, I cannot do that. I'm sorry. I can't do
Yes.
that. I can't do it with a straight face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not work.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
I got my way, but I had to fight for that. That was the main thing.
That's
Yeah,
got to be
heard.
hard, right? Like, you know, when you're writing for characters of a certain like generation and like obviously younger, like, because in my head, I'm like, yeah, you would totally just slap your knee and say slay. That's what you would probably do.
Right, fully prick. I mean, yeah, you know what the youngins do. Right?
That's what I would do. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's
right.
what they say.
Like when I go to the mall, the kids at the mall, that's what they're doing mostly.
Honestly,
So-
they should have had Dan say that.
Now that would be good.
That would have actually been revolutionary. Yeah.
Let's talk about. So there's rumors of chaos on this motorcycle. Are these rumors true? Did
I
Dan
don't
like
know how
drive?
much about
We're
that.
all gonna get in trouble.
Yes.
Where'd you hear that from?
I don't remember who told me.
Hey,
That's the problem.
probably somebody else who told
Told
it
me not
to
to
you
say
in
anything.
confidence. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
just say Dan had fun driving the motorcycle.
He had a lot of fun
That's
driving
all
the
he knows.
motorcycle, and I had a lot of fun with him.
That's
Yeah.
So we'll
Good.
say that.
Well said.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. Abby, before we started, we're professional podcasters. Right before we started, Abby peeked her head in this room and went, "Should I ask about the hammer?"
Yeah. Let's talk about the hammer. Yeah.
What is it like? Because you guys had so much more screen time with the OGs this go around, and obviously like you and Dan were kind of paired together. I mean, those scenes are so funny. And
They're
so,
some of the best in them. Yeah. You and Dan work so
They were
well
so
together.
fun to film.
Yeah. What is it like trying to get into the mind of Dan Aykroyd as a fellow actor going toe to toe with him?
Well, I think the dynamic of podcast and Ray, especially since he's trying to like get with the times kind of and be like, oh, okay, this whole YouTubing thing.
Right.
I'm teaching him,
Right.
but he's also teaching me like the recording and how he wants to set up this show. And so I thought that was like really interesting. And me and Dan just kind of like working together. I mean, you know, he's a phenomenal actor. And so it's such an honor to work with him. He just does his thing and I kind of just follow. And as for the hammer smashing, it was the most fun I think I've had on set. That were those moments of just smashing the old lady things.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember when we were on set, we were kind of like not told exactly what scenes we were walking in on, and it was all the stuff at the end, and we were like, why is Logan walking around with a giant hammer?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They actually made 3 different types of hammers. They had a really light one.
Okay.
They had a medium-sized one, probably like 5-10 pounds, and then they had a bigger one, which is the one I had, which 15 pounds. I don't even remember. You know
That's
what?
a
It
big
probably
hammer.
wasn't even that much.
Mhm.
It was like 100 pounds or so. I was carrying it all day.
Yeah. It actually
Definitely
broke.
Definitely
person could
heavier
lift
than
it.
the proton packs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was bulking at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Like people were like slay, bro.
Yeah, right. They slapped their knee and said slay.
Did,
they asked me, they were like, which one do you want to use? And I was like, oh, the heavy one, of course. And so I just carried that all day. It was a lot of fun.
Good choice.
Dang, that's awesome. Yeah, we were like, what is going on with this? Like, you can imagine us, like, we get there, we're not really told what's going on, and like it's the finale of the movie, and everybody's coming out of the firehouse, and you're holding this hammer, and we're like, you know, Bill Murray's there, and Dan and Ernie, and you're just like, this is crazy. Like when you're on set and like you're filming in that kind of scene with like hundreds of extras and stuff, like do you have like those pinch yourself moments, or does it? I'm sure after a while, it's work. Like you're there to work, but is it a little bit out of body at times where you're like, I can't believe this is a thing that I'm doing?
It's so surreal, and it like happens every single time that it's like to the point where it's like I need to be calm. Like I need to calm myself down. So I'm not.
That's what we told each other.
Yeah. Be calm.
And I can't imagine. I mean, you guys, grew up with the movies too, and so I think that's really special. And so some people out there, I talked to my friends, and they never even heard of Ghostbusters before I talked to them about it. So I was like, that is insane to me. Like, how did your parents culture you about it? So yeah, just being on set with all those people was really special, and it was a really moving moment. And I grew as an actor on set, especially with all of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great. Yeah. I just think there's something really cool about Frozen Empire because like there's so many characters and that's like hard to like execute anyway. Mm-hmm. And then that's like, you're trying to have this balance of like the old characters and the new characters and making sure everybody like gets their moments. We don't have to go into any detail. Nobody get anybody in trouble, but how were there like pretty noticeable differences from the first script you got to what we ended up seeing, like, or was it pretty much on the page?
Yeah, I do think there were some changes, but honestly, I can't really remember exactly what happened. That was like super different, but there was some drastic changes. I think with Kumail's character, the Fire Master, I can't remember, but there was something else that happened with him that was just completely like cut or changed, and I can't remember what it was. It's been so long that I genuinely don't remember.
5 years. Feels like 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's coming up on, it'll be a year since the movie came out, and then obviously like you guys, so we were there in 2023. Mm-hmm. What was it like with Kumail? Like he's a super funny guy. Like and he's also awesome in the movie.
Yeah, no. My friends even told me the same thing. They're like, they thought his parts were like the funniest in the movie. When he came sliding down the pole.
Yeah.
I was like, he's so amazing. And in the cast tent, he would always tell the funniest stories. He was just super fun to be around. And also he's ripped. Like, I don't know if you guys understand. This guy is ripped.
We noticed. I
was like, dang, I need to hit the gym more.
Right. Yeah. What was that thing? Dude?
No, that was something happened where he had his shirt off at one point. And Abby was mad she missed it.
I missed it. Yeah, like that was the one moment I decided to go outside.
It was worth it. It was
totally screwed up.
I thought before you said he's ripped, I thought you said he's rich. I was like, dude, that guy is rich.
He's
like,
so rich. Like
this guy,
man,
he shows up in a family. Come on. That's all. Yeah, he's great. The whole new cast, James A. Caster, everybody's great in the movie. So, So yeah, do you have any like personal like memories or anecdotes from the set this go around that are kind of stuck with you? And also, like, did you go right into the second season of Walking Dead? Like, wasn't it pretty close?
It was pretty close. Yeah, definitely. I had some prep time for it. It wasn't that many months. It was like 2 months, maybe. I don't really remember. But switching over to that character was like kind of a big, jump. So I had to like kind of get a different headspace for that.
Right.
Gosh, man, it was so depressing in that set. I had to like be depressed all the time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They're like, stop being funny.
Yeah.
No quips, no hammers here.
No hammers, but I get to kill things and shoot things, and
yeah,
a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Is it they say like how method do you get when you're doing a character that's in a completely different environment, like a non-comedic role? Like they say like there's been stories of actors playing like really intense parts and they come out of it and they're like not the same person, and it takes them a while to like bounce back. Is that like a real thing? Do you go through that at all?
Yeah, like if somebody comes up to me and they want to like offer me help or something, I'll like flip them off, and that's how I really get into character.
Yeah.
And, express, the dark side of myself. And,
yeah.
No. Okay. Like, look, I don't get that method with it. Like if my character's missing a leg, I won't cut off my leg. But, the day of or something, I like to just kind of practice and get into the world. Music helps a lot. I like listening to music.
Yeah, something moody.
Like Megadeth, for that. No, no, I'm joking.
Just only
not for depressing scenes, but I like to just kind of read the things on the page, and I don't really like rehearse how I want to do it. I kind of just do it on the day.
Yeah.
So it comes out more natural and more gritty or whatever you want to call it.
I imagine it's got to be hard, like gauging what amount of fake emotion you should be showing. It's like you go back and watch something and be like, "Oh, nope, too much."
I went hard that day.
Dude, that's me on everything though. It's like it's so hard to watch my own stuff. It's like I think that goes for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But like watching my own movie, I'm like, oh, I could have done that better. I could have done that better. Man, I didn't like how I did that. So it's like really hard to know. But then you have like other people that are like, oh, we really liked this part, or we really like that. So it's like, okay, maybe I need other opinions as well. But it's just really hard to gauge what I need to, do a little less of, a little more on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're our own worst critics for sure.
Yeah. I think we could all do a little bit better, to be honest. Like, just like in general, I think all of us could like
Thank you, Craig. That's some good stuff right there.
A little better. Hey, so okay, here's another thing. I'm just like comparing you to like every actor, child actor who ever wrote a book. So I just want to see if these things are true.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on drugs, son? No, I'm just kidding.
How did I know you were gonna ask that? I was about to mention a joke like that, like hardcore drugs, methamphetamines.
Just like that. No, but like when you go after you, all right, Ghostbusters comes out, it's a big movie, mainstream. Like when you go back to school, like how does that affect you, like socially?
Gotta be weird, right?
Is it weird?
Yes. Everyone's really chill at my school. It's not a very big school.
Okay.
I think our high school is like maybe 150 kids, 200 kids. So
okay,
it's not like it's not huge.
Okay.
Everyone's really chill. They already kind of know. If anything, it's like we have a lower school, so we got like preschool kids, and we had a day where we came up dressed up. We have like pre-K buddies, so we're like paired up with like a little kid.
Yeah.
And some other kid dressed up as a Ghostbuster, and he like came up and he pointed at me. And he was like smiling, and I was like, "That is the cutest thing ever." And so,
and then you're like, "But also, you're not my buddy. Move along." That's awesome.
Everybody else is really chill, though. They're like, "Man, it's cool you're in a movie," but they don't treat me any different. So
right. Yeah. God, I think I would want people to be like, "Oh, look, there he goes. There he goes, Mr. Ghostbuster."
I'll make that a reality for you, Craig.
Thank you. That's weird. Hold on, wait. I want to dig into this for a second. So they pair you up with like a little kid. And you have to like take them around the school all day,
like a mentor.
Well,
type.
Yeah. Some days you go in there to like their classrooms, and you'll like play board games or whatever with them. It's just for like 45 minutes. It's not like the whole day.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
you don't bring him home. Mom, Dad, this is Carl. He's somebody's child, and he's going to be here for the weekend.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing though. It's really nice, and all the kids are really sweet. So, except for the ones that aren't,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like I could have used some of this mentorship. I remember
Craig's getting jealous.
I'm getting
They're going back to school for this.
Wow.
Abby, do you think I need this kind of help? Like, is this what?
Yeah, I do. I think you'd really benefit. I think you'd be good at it.
Yeah, I want to be a mentor. I think when I started middle school, like we didn't have like the lower school thing, but our middle school and high school rode the same bus. And I was never around older kids. So I remember like in 6th grade, like walking on the bus, and there's like, juniors and seniors in high school, and they were not kind. I remember one dude, I sat next to him, like a senior in high school, and he was like immediately like bullying me. I was like, dude, give me a break. I mean, it's so lame. He was, I'll never forget, this is gross, but I've told, like, he was chewing tobacco and he was spitting it on my
so
shoe.
Cool, man.
Ew, yeah.
Isn't that disgusting?
That is nasty.
So
what was his name? What was his name? Call him out.
Dox him.
I would.
Where does he live?
Yeah. What's yeah, dude. We should do. Oh yeah. Doing. Oh, let's kidnap him and do like a Saw kind of thing.
I agree.
That sounds like a fun twist.
This
No.
interview has gone off the rails.
Well, I mean, there's only so much Ghostbusters you can talk about, really.
That's true.
Well,
I want to know. Listen,
yeah,
Craig,
go for it.
that kind of reminds me. Nothing to do with Ghostbusters, but I'm interested to know, like, as like a young actor who's like working alongside all of these, amazing actors and
Legends.
Gil and Jason. Yeah. I am interested to know, like, what are they telling you? Is like Gil and Jason pulling you aside and being like, you should watch this movie, or you should watch, like, are there old movies that you're like discovering for the first time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I recently, like I hear Dan talking about Casablanca, or I'll hear something else about, like Juno, which is what Jason directed, which I still need to watch that. But I've seen some other movies now that I previously probably wouldn't, just because everybody's a huge movie buff, which is really great, and so I get to see all these amazing movies. I'm trying to think of one now, and now I'm blanking.
No, it's
But
okay.
I did think of it's the first movie that had the ceilings on the set. What's it called? It had Rosebud. What's it called, man? Come on.
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane.
Why did I blank? I watched Citizen Kane. And
That's cool.
It's a good
was
one.
really interesting. I actually enjoyed it. I watched it with my friend, and he was just like, "Man, I'm not into old movies, bro." And I'm like, I actually enjoyed it. It was pretty nice.
Like Jason X.
I get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we had this.
Jason X. And
We had this whole thing a couple weeks ago. Somebody who Jake was trying to watch Jason X, and somebody he knows was like, "I don't like old movies."
It wasn't someone I know. It was a client at
a
work.
client.
It was Friday the 13th. And I had Jason X on, and I was like, "Hey, have you ever seen this?" And they go, "I don't watch old movies." And I'm like,
wow,
came out in 2001 or some shit.
That's so funny.
But it's always interesting to me where people's cutoff for like old movies are.
Yeah.
Right. If it's longer
Citizen
than 20
Kane.
years.
Yeah, that's an old movie to all of us.
Yeah.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Do we have any recommendations? Should we just inundate?
I mean, I can make a list. I can make
Yeah.
I just watched It's a Wonderful Life for Christmas time.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
I love the movie. I love that movie. I've already seen it though, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Right.
Do you watch horror, comedy? What do you gravitate
I
for?
do like horror. I watch bad horror movies. I watch good horror movies. I watch The Substance, which is something that just came out.
Yeah. it's supposed to be
Yeah,
great.
that's on my
good.
list.
It is good. Yeah.
Hey, you can watch the movie Abby made me watch last night.
Oh, what was it?
Subservience. The Megan Fox AI movie on Netflix.
I don't know if I want to watch that. I appreciate
You know what,
that.
Megan Fox? That was enough reason for me. And
It
I haven't
was-
finished it. I'll put it. that
wasn't
way.
enough, huh?
Maybe I'll
Put
give it a
up,
shot.
Greg. You needed a
Yeah,
plot.
we're not. No, it was good. It was something else. So, we got to talk about music. So you are like a certified metal head.
You can call it that. Yeah, sure.
You can call it that.
Call it that.
So is Megadeth like your number one?
Megadeth number one. It's hard to tell those because like I'm listening to Slipknot a lot now.
Yeah.
Ooh, heck
Oh, yeah.
yeah, dude.
And it's weird because my Spotify Wrapped is like the first part of the year was like all Megadeth and Metallica, and then this year the next part of the year is like Slipknot and Korn. So it's like I got like new metal in there, but then I
Talking my
also-
language, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, my first concert was Korn when I was in
Dude,
ninth
really?
grade. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want to see him. I saw Slipknot though in Arlington here.
That's
It was
amazing.
really great. Really great.
That's cool.
Dude, I remember the first time someone told me about Slipknot. I was probably your age when
Yeah.
Yeah.
when Iowa came out, and I remember thinking they were messing with me. They were like, "Yeah, it's like 9 guys and they wear masks and they beat drums." I was like, "That sounds so dumb." And then I
Yeah.
listened to it, and
It's the coolest
great.
thing ever.
It is
Legit.
great.
Yeah.
I was like, "Love this."
I think Slipknot's phenomenal. In fact, have I shared the story on the podcast about how
I don't know.
my dad's friend is his neighbor is the singer from Slipknot. What's that
Corey,
guy's name?
Corey
Corey
Taylor.
Taylor.
Corey Taylor. And so my dad
What?
has this is in Las Vegas. My dad has no idea who Slipknot is, although my dad's pretty up to date with my dad's a drummer.
Okay.
And so am I. I got it from him. Doesn't matter. Stay on focus. My dad's at this guy's house, and Corey Taylor's there, and he's picking up his kids. Their kids are having a play date. And my dad's friend's like, "Oh, this is my buddy Corey. He's in a band." And my dad goes, "Oh, we should jam sometime."
He's in a band.
Yeah. My dad's like, "Oh, I'm a great drummer." I'm like, "Listen, my dad's a pretty good drummer. He's not."
Yeah,
But
talking to the lead singer of Slipknot about a good drummer. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, watch
Probably the
out.
hardest drumming ever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane.
Right.
But Abby, he was pretty my dad was pretty stoked about that. He was pretty
Yeah.
happy to call and talk about his Slipknot experience.
Well, that's
Yeah. I'm sure that if he had played, that they would have been very impressed with his drumming.
Just imagine.
I've heard it. It's very impressive.
Yeah. Okay, so Slipknot and Korn. So, Logan, maybe you can fill us in on this.
Yeah.
Because we're old. All right.
That's
Limp Bizkit. Where are you on Limp Bizkit?
I have 2 songs in my playlist. I
Okay.
have Nookie and the other one. The other one that
Break.
everyone knows.
The
Break
other one.
stuff.
Break
Break
stuff.
stuff.
That's all
Yeah.
you need, dude.
Yeah, it's break stuff.
So they've kind of had a resurgence, and like people are like younger kids under 20 are really into Limp Bizkit right now. But it's weird because like we all went, like Limp Bizkit was very popular.
We
Yeah.
loved Limp Bizkit.
I
but
worship
still do.
predators. Yeah.
But they died off pretty quickly, and then it kind of
They
became
became like a joke.
it kind of became uncool for 20
Yeah.
years to like Limp Bizkit. But Korn never went through that. Like Korn's always been cool.
Yeah, because Korn's
It's
amazing.
so sick.
Do you have a Korn album you like more Issues?
Nah, I need to listen to more because like my brother introduced me. It's just like
Yeah.
I need to like kind of get myself into there. But Metallica and Megadeth I've been listening to longer than anything else, and then Slipknot.
Okay.
It was just kind of like self-titled. I started there, and then we slowly kind of just been moving. But I mean, Metallica, Ride the Lightning is definitely my favorite, and then Master of Puppets is right after.
Yeah.
That's a good base. Like that's a good place to start. I feel like
Yeah.
Metallica has always been respected, even like in the punk and hardcore scenes, like just because of the musicality and like how difficult
Yeah,
it
it's
is to
so
play.
solid. I mean, you can't go wrong with Metallica. So
Yeah. Dude, that's
Always been a
awesome.
fan.
I feel like I should send you my one of my Spotify playlists that's like all the shit I
You
listened to
should.
in high school, and it's just like it's basically all new metal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, go for it, man.
New
I'd
metal's
love
back.
to hear it.
Yeah.
Logan, are you still playing guitar?
I am. I'm like slacking right now because school and all that studying stuff. So I haven't really like learned anything, but I've just been like, playing what I know. So,
Noodling around. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember one day, I don't know if it was you or your parents, like somebody posted a video of you playing Blackbird by the Beatles.
Oh, that was probably a long time ago.
It was a
Yeah.
long time ago. And I was so bummed because I've been attempting to play that song on gutar for 20 years.
I learned
And-
it in a week.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like,
You outplayed
"Ah."
Craig.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah.
That's so
I think
cool.
that it was just like, you start out with easy stuff on YouTube, man. I mean, just look at a
Yeah.
YouTube video. You got it. You just learn it like that. It's not that hard.
Man,
It's not that hard,
YouTube.
Craig.
we
You got
didn't
it.
have YouTube. We didn't have YouTube. Back in my day, I had
Back
to listen
in
to
my
the
day.
album. I did ask my parents to
Buy
take
a
to the
book.
store to buy. You had to buy the Beatles tabs,
And they're wrong too. Some of those tab books are just
Really?
wrong. I have the Metallica tab book. It's wrong. That's not how you play it. That's not how you play Master of Puppets. It's like
That's funny.
it's up here. It's like
Yeah.
for like the do.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Why is it up here though? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
You know
That's
why?
how you
Because the
play it.
people who write those books are idiots. That's
Well, because
gotta
they're
be
like
Not even
nobody's buying these.
Yeah, I used to have this book that was like Great American Standards, and I would try to play all of them on my Casio keyboard, and like I could do like
I used to do that.
I
Same,
sucked at it though. So, anyways, so okay, go back. I did want to go back to Frozen Empire a little bit though. So, how different was the vibe on that movie than filming Afterlife? Like, obviously, you're older, you're more experienced, but just from like, it feels it's overall, it's like a bigger movie. There's bigger set pieces, more special effects. Like, did you, as an actor, is that like something you're noticing, or are you just kind of like in the zone?
Well, I think definitely there was an adjustment because we were going from like a lot of on location shooting to just stage work.
Yeah.
And so, when we were filming in Canada, it was kind of like we just drove somewhere and we just filmed there all day. And
Right.
then it became, they'd set up a set and then there's blue screen everywhere. So you just kind of have to like, adjust, lock in and kind of change your mind. So there was definitely a different vibe. As for like the whole filming experience, I think because the London weather was so horrible all the time, it was like, I don't know, England it's always gray. So it was like raining all the time. I was like always tired. I was like, ooh. So I think that also had something to do with it. And in Canada, my sinuses were free and they were amazing. And I didn't have to.
I need that.
I've heard that about Canada.
I need to go somewhere where I don't have allergies, man.
Yeah,
wide open spaces. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really the main differences between the first and second film.
Abby, when we walked in, so the video we did with you at Raise a Call was really fun. Thanks for doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course.
If you remember, we just kind of improv'd it and knocked it out in like 20 minutes. And then like we were every 5 minutes having to stop because they were like right around the corner.
Yeah, they were showing
Because the finale of the movie was being
they were shooting. But we almost like we wanted to release that a long time ago, and Sony was like, there was a point where like because the movie got delayed and like we were gonna release that, and then Sony was like, hey, like this can't be the first thing that anybody sees about Frozen. We were like, why not? It's awesome. But no, we had a really good time doing that, and that's really cool. The Razor, that's awesome.
My favorite part about seeing the movie for the first time is like we did that whole bit.
I was there,
dude. That whole bit where we're like telling you to like and subscribe.
Oh, right.
But then you literally do that in the movie, and I remember sitting in the front row being like, "What the fuck?"
That's so funny.
Yeah, I don't even know how you knew that. I thought you had like access to something to know about that. So this is news to me.
No,
they don't give us access to anything.
Well, they had
even though we keep asking.
That video was kind of pitched to us. I don't even remember who, but like that wasn't our idea to film that. They were like, "Hey, what if you did this for podcast day?" And we were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it." So we literally made all that up with you on the spot.
Awesome.
So
yeah, it was cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah, no, we haven't gotten any awards or anything, but I think it was pretty.
Yeah, we'll see.
As a matter of fact, they ended up cutting us out of the movie.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. What was that about?
You were in the movie?
Oh, you don't even know that. When we were in Atlanta, we filmed like a
quick thing. Yeah,
we filmed two scenes, and they both got cut out.
Super fast reaction shot.
Yeah,
bro. Come on, you need
dude,
those guys in there. I want to see Jake.
We need the director's cut.
Yeah,
we do. Well, so yeah, it was like again like a last minute thing, and like Jason was filming the B unit downtown Atlanta, and like it was supposed to be reacting to the sewer dragon, and I think Eric texted me like 3 days later. He's like, "Hey, don't get your hopes up about that."
They already cut it at like
it happened quickly. It happened quickly. They were like, "No."
Yeah, Abby. Some say it feels like they did it on purpose.
Yeah, I suppose it was still a lot of fun. We got to like have a meal on set and hang out, and
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I'll never forget the experience. It was a lot of fun. We got pictures too and video.
Yeah, that's a good segue though, Logan. I'm sure there's a lot that you filmed that doesn't make it. How annoying is it?
It's speaking
not just for Ghostbusters, but like in general as an actor. You film a ton.
I understand. It sucks, but it's like, you get it because they need to keep the movie under a certain time or whatever. But I mean, the first one we had like this moment where we're all sliding down the pole. Yeah. And it was so perfect. Like I came down like, McKenna came down, she like perfectly. And then Finn came down, he fell to the floor. He didn't even hold on to the bar. I get up, I go and put on the thing, whatever.
The colander,
colander. And I'm like, hey Phoebe, look at this. I run towards McKenna, and then it's connected to something. I didn't know it was connected to something. It was connected and it yanks me back like this. It was so funny, and they took it out. I was like, man, that really sucks. And so I mean that happens on other things too. I mean, I don't even know about the new season for Walking Dead. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks, but it happens. So.
It happens. Yeah. That's all very funny though. I've never heard the thing about Finn like falling down to the ground. That's awesome.
It's so amazing.
Was there, I guess we probably can't get into detail, but was there any specific scenes from Frozen Empire that you filmed that you were like, oh man, that was a good one? Why isn't that there?
Anything? Oh, here we go. So if you'll notice in the movie, I have a patch kind of like halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, I don't have a patch.
It's like, oh, you're the podcast. It's written on the
right. It's written on.
Right.
And then, well, throughout the movie, there's a scene where Ray is like, we're like, you deserve this now. We're like, this is for you. And he gives me the patch, and it's a really sweet moment. And I'm like, Podcast is so excited and is elated because he's now like an official Ghostbuster. And so he gets his patch for the first time. He's really excited. And the next scene you see him, he has it on.
Right.
Well, that was cut out, so you don't get to see that. And so that was a bummer.
That's cool. Because you do notice he's got the patch on.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie.
Appears, so
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, now we know the lore.
Now there's lore. But that makes sense though, because you and Ray are or Podcast and Ray are so interconnected like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So you got Walking Dead coming up. Is there anything else in the pipeline? Are you working on stuff?
Well, right now I'm just kind of chilling. Just finishing school, and then after I'm done with school, I'll probably, look to get working again. Just right now my schedule's so full, I can't really do anything else.
Yeah.
Man, that's such a bummer that you have to like you're in school.
Yeah, it's fun seeing my friends though. That's the only reason I'm here. Doing the math test, the pre-cal test is horrible, but
Oh my god. Okay, so you mentioned before you're about to have midterms. So like what is this like? Are you loaded up with classes right now?
Yeah, I got all 7 because I needed my credits. So I'm not exempt from anything else. I have to get these credits. So I'm exempt from 3 finals though. I did really good on a project, so I don't have to take one. And then the other one, I have like a film class.
Okay,
so that was really fun. I got to do like a short film. I made a short
that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I'm exempt from that too, because like whatever, that's not even one. And then there's a business class, which I don't even have one. So pre-cal's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah,
we can do a studying session right now.
I'm so bad.
I'll do a quiz.
I genuinely don't know what's happening.
I wouldn't either.
That's funny. Like you turn in your film project and they're criticizing the acting. You're like, listen.
I'm not acting. I'm filming. So.
Do you have aspirations to? Do you want to make movies?
I think I want to produce. I think I really want to produce. I need to shadow some people, figure out how that works because there's a lot of different types of producing. So
right, yeah.
We'll see.
Well, there's like the money producers who are basically like, you invest and then they're like, please stop giving us creative advice.
Yeah.
They're like, I gave you money.
I don't think I want to do that though.
No.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Like you can kind of shepherd in like a project and make some creative decisions.
I like seeing projects and being like, okay, I believe in this project. I'd want to support this project and work on it. Because I think I have an eye for that at least. When I get auditions, I can be like, oh, I like doing that, or no, I'm not too interested in doing that, or that's not for me. So yeah.
Okay. By the way, time goes by fast, so you're going to be out of high school before you know it. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah. Is there anything else that you need to get off your chest before we send you
about anything?
About anything? Do you need any advice?
Advice or
what is a logarithm? Okay, I need to understand what that is because I'm really trying here, and man, I'm trying to pull this A right now. It's just it's hitting me.
That's funny.
Killing me.
No, we cannot help you with math.
Yeah, I wish we could. But we were. Yeah. I took remedial math. Yeah, still my thing.
I still do.
What math?
Remedial.
Yeah.
Remedial math.
It's like the math where they're like
the other stuff you didn't learn as well.
Yeah, I was in the math class where they're like, we just need this guy out of our high school.
Just get him through. Yeah.
Just give him some paper and let him.
Craig just does plus and subtract. Don't ask him.
Barely.
2 plus 2.
I'm barely ready for those things.
Hey, you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket.
Hey, they used to say that, and they were wrong.
Legitimately,
They are
always.
kind of wrong. Yeah, they are. Really are.
Right.
I'm never going
Oh.
to use any of the stuff I'm learning in real life. I will never use it in my life.
Yeah.
There's
Hey,
no-
you're probably listen. History you won't use until you're about 35, and you go. Oh, I think I want to watch the Civil War documentary that I've been avoiding my whole life.
Yeah.
You'll start. I've been going.
Right.
I've been going through that where I'm like, I'm 40 now. I better watch some
So
historical.
history's fun. I'm fine with history. History's good. I'm learning about government right now, so I'm just like learning the structures of government and all that stuff.
Okay,
I'm fine
cool.
with it. It's good. Learning about the electoral college and how that works and all that stuff that I never knew about. So it's interesting. But math, I can't get over math. It's really, you know what? I'm taking environmental science.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
You like that?
No.
No, it's not cool.
Our teacher's a coach. And
I didn't know what you were gonna say. Okay, teacher's a coach.
My
Keep
teacher's
going.
a coach, and I love him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But I haven't learned a thing. I'm really trying.
You know this is a public podcast.
Oh, Coach Hart, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Sorry, Coach.
I'm so
We're big with coaches, mainly
sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't
coaches, health teachers,
mean it. Forget I said anything.
parapros. No, that's awesome, man. I think it's really cool that you're finishing out school and that you're mapping out your future. I don't necessarily. I mean, listen, I have a million Ghostbusters questions, but we'll do more of these.
Sure.
Yeah. I just,
all
dude,
right.
congratulate. I mean, well, let me ask you this. Like, obviously, it's still early stages, but like, we got to have at least one more in this trilogy, right? Like, we got
I
to.
hope so. I mean, we'll see. I can tell you, I haven't heard anything about it. So,
Yeah.
if anything happens, though, I'll hint at it. But
Yeah.
as for now, there's radio silence. So.
Yeah, I think they're trying to figure it out, like next steps. Because the second one, I mean, Frozen Empire came up pretty quickly after like
I'd
the
say
release.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the animated series? Maybe you get a little voice work.
Maybe a little voice work. I thought they were going to do something for the game, but that never ended up happening. I think they just wanted like a scan or something. So, man, I don't know about any voice work, man. I could try it though. See what happens.
You should try. I think you could pull off being podcasts like on an animated series.
I don't know, man. We'll give it a shot. You never know.
Hey, Ernie Hudson
You're
probably
really
thought the
talented.
same thing about
Yeah.
Winston.
No, but we talked about we thought that an animated show just about like Ray and podcast adventures would be really, really fun.
It would be.
Yeah.
Like every day go like almost like Scooby Doo, like different
I know
mysteries.
exactly. Yeah. Day to day kind of thing.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
And there's like a day where like Ray has to go out of town. You have to run the bookstore, and you just learn about business. Like,
let's learn it. It's like Dora though, but like podcasts.
Yeah,
Right.
Let's learn about business.
Or what was Abby? What's the show with the dog and the time traveling?
Wishbone?
Wishbone.
Oh, Wishbone? That's not, I
Never
guess,
heard
kind
of
of.
that.
Yeah.
It wasn't animated, but it was basically this
It was
dog
like a
would go.
PBS show.
This
with
dog would go
Russell
through history,
Terrier.
and it's like now this dog is part of the Crusades or whatever.
Whoa, what are you doing, dog?
Yeah, what are you doing here, dog?
What are you doing?
It's actually kind of nuts when you think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the dog would be like, "This."
That's
the
an
dog
old show.
becomes
Like,
vice
that's-
president. It's just crazy. Well, that's great, man. I'm super excited for you, Abby, Jake. Do you guys have anything else for Logan before he signs off?
No, I'm gonna get you a movie list going. We'll get,
Spotify going.
we'll get that Spotify
movie list.
Yeah.
Music list. Abby, do you have any
Yeah.
movie recommendations for Logan?
Hey, you know what I saw that I loved was Wicked. I don't know if you've seen
Really?
that.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Wicked's
I
so
didn't
good, yeah.
watch it.
It's
My
pretty
friends
good.
all said it was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got to
really
do a
good.
musical, dude.
Dude, I cannot sing.
Oh,
Actually, I can really well in my car.
Mhm.
I don't know about public. I haven't tried in public. So,
do you have a car? Did you get a
Figure it
car for your birthday?
well, I have a car, but it's not like
Nice.
I'm saving up for one that I really want.
You have
Right.
like a dream car?
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, yeah, I guess like a dream car that I'll probably have for like 10 years. It's a Dodge Challenger. I want a Dodge
Okay.
Challenger.
Okay.
You know, we've we could probably put together some sort of fundraising for
Wait.
you.
Do not do that. Do not do that.
We
What?
bring it.
Look
The
at the
next
car.
convention,
Not
we
do
show
that.
up with a
What are you
car.
talking about?
Yeah, you thought the proton pack was cool. Here's a
Oh,
Dodge
no.
Challenger.
The next
Like-
decade.
Don't mind the caution stripes. We had to write it off somehow. No, that's awesome. Yeah, Dodge Challenger. That's cool, man. That's cool. Abby, what was your first car?
Well, it was a 1985 Mercedes-Benz diesel. So it was really hard to find
Wow.
places to like refill.
It was hard to find.
It
Oh,
was hard to find. It was my
gas.
brother's old car, and it was like
Gotcha.
covered in band stickers, and I loved it.
Nice.
I have my brother's old car too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Your brother? Wait, your brother, is he graduating college yet?
He's almost there. I think 2 more years. Yeah, he's a sophomore. Yeah, his hair's like down here now. He's like long hair now. He's
Oh,
he's
wow.
getting it on.
I wouldn't recognize him.
Metalhead, you know.
Good for
He's going to
headbanging.
concerts he's perfect for
That's
headbanging.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, he's 20 now, so he's been doing good.
Wow.
Man. Well, listen, dude, we appreciate you coming on and hanging out. And also, like, you were kind enough to show up at the YHS party.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Inviting me. No, I appreciate it.
Yeah. The first, like, that was different. The first one we did for Afterlife was at an arcade, and it was a little bit more low key. The Frozen Empire party was pretty
It was
packed.
booming, man. It was packed.
Yeah. It was fun,
Everywhere.
though.
Good words for it, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
We've I think we could talk about this now. Beforehand, Jacob sent out a mass communication to all the people coming, which was hey, if anybody shows up, any special guests, be normal. Treat them nicely.
Back off.
We were trying to make sure you guys weren't going to be like, hounded,
Doing-
and we
doing
just
a
wanted
sign.
everybody to have
Everyone
fun.
was so nice,
So,
though. It was-
Yeah,
yeah,
it was cool.
yeah. It worked.
I met a teacher there and his class. While I was filming The Walking Dead, I had a Zoom call with his class, and I got to like say hi to his class and stuff.
Oh, that's
for
cool.
summer
I wonder
break.
who
That's
that was.
awesome.
That sounds like
Uh,
Jeff Schreck to me.
It probably was,
Was
yeah.
it? Maybe, yeah.
He's always making moves. Good for him.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. Yeah, no,
That's
McKenna
cool.
was there too. I had to go early though. They called me to set, so I didn't really have time. I was there for like
Right.
10, 15 minutes.
I would have done the same thing. Hold
Oh
on,
my God, I
hold
gotta
on, guys.
go. Bye.
I gotta go to
Hold on, I
set.
have a job. Go work. Let me go do my thing.
Let me go do my thing. Well, listen, dude, have a great rest of your school year. We'll be rooting for you. We can't wait for The Walking Dead coming up. When's the release date on that?
I have no idea. Probably around
Okay.
like May or so.
Cool.
Oh, real quick, this is what I meant to ask. What is
Yeah.
what is the difference between like the Walking Dead fans and the Ghostbusters fans? Is there a difference?
It's a really good question. I think
Are they more intense?
I don't know. There's a lot more younger Walking Dead fans, but there's
Oh,
also a lot of older Walking Dead fans. So like younger as in like you can get from like 13 to 24, like kind
Okay.
of younger range. And
Gotcha.
then especially on TikTok, like the presence on TikTok,
Oh yeah.
that's what I've noticed. At Comic Cons and stuff, I've seen that a lot more Walking Dead for like younger people. So that's the main difference. But everyone's really, really nice. So I don't know about any difference. Actually, they're so mean. So no.
No, I was just
I don't know.
laughing because I was looking at, when you have a podcast, you also get a Spotify Wrapped, and it gives you all your demographics, and like by a large margin, our demographic is 45 to 54-year-old males. So
Okay, I got you.
And we love them.
we love them, but it's we got to get. I think it's really important for Ghostbusters moving forward to get appeal to that younger
Yeah.
generation.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Logan, have a great rest of your night. Go study up. I wouldn't even
Oh,
do
I
the
don't want
calculus test. I would just tell them.
Yeah, you're doing
I
better.
thought I was
than-
exempt from that one too.
Mhm.
Just using it.
All right, man. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Hey, dude.
You guys have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.